John Dean in Mill Hill. Nick Clegg, as you were allowed to appear in the TV debate pre the last election and realistically had little chance of being elected as Prime Minister.
Oh, come on.
Why shouldn't Nigel Farage get the same opportunity next time round? At the heart of Mr Dean's question, should Nigel Farage appear in the leaders' debate?
Look, at the end of the day, this is for broadcasters to decide as much as anybody else. I'm pretty relaxed about that. I think the idea that we can sort of not have leaders' debates again is ridiculous, because I think the cat's out of the bag, and I think people thought it was a good thing. It was a good way of comparing how leaders kind of measured up against each other. I think there was an assumption that what you should have is the leaders of the big parties that are represented in Parliament, who can actually play a role in governing this country.
That would preclude Nigel Farage, of course.
Well, look, I don't think Nigel Farage is making a claim that he's going to suddenly sweep the board and have scores of MPs in Westminster. But look, I'm relatively relaxed about it. I just think it is important that we probably crack on now, and that the broadcasters get people from David Cameron's office, Ed Miliband's office, from my team, just to sit down and start sorting out how this will work next time.
And so Farage isn't a deal breaker either way. You're happy if he's there, you don't mind if he's not.
Look, I think the case against Farage, much though he might bridle at this, is that he himself says that he's not really going to be a sort of contender for government in any shape or form at the next general election. The next general election is about who forms the government. I happen to be Deputy Prime Minister of this government. I'm not, frankly, overstating my claim that I'm going to be Prime Minister. I'm going to win an outright majority. But back in 2010 and again in 2015, I'm saying you want Lib Dems in government, in sizable numbers in the House of Commons, because we do the good and right things for the country.
Lord Heseltine yesterday said there are definitely racist elements, or it's attractive to racists, UKIP. Lastly on UKIP, is he right?
Look, I've done a sort of survey of individual members of UKIP. I think we talked about this before. My own sense about UKIP is that this is a party, and Nigel Farage is a colourful guy. Is a party that is appealing to people, and I'm sure there's a constituency out there for this. And in a democracy, people should be able to have their say. Who kind of just don't like a lot of, well, slightly what I was saying about the Daily Mail. They just don't like quite a lot of what's happening to modern Britain. They're uncomfortable with things like gay marriage. They're uncomfortable with the fact that we live in a globalised world where people move around the place. They don't like what young people wear on the streets. They don't like what's on the internet. They don't like what's on the telly. Now, look, that's fine. And I've met people like that, fine, and they're often very decent people. They're not people who are ever going to, frankly, vote for my party, because my party is all about celebrating a lot of modern Britain and looking forward and not hankering for a yesteryear which has long passed.